You're a spa owner, but you notice that some of your jets or all of your jets are not working. There's no pressure in them. Matt, sales director at the Trévi store in Dorval, is going to help us. What do we do in this situation, Matt?
Yeah, so the first thing you want to do anytime you have an issue with your spa is come and look at the display over here, because the intelligent displays give us a lot of information. In many cases, it'll give us an error code, sometimes not. So you want to look for error codes. Regardless of whether there are error codes or not, the first thing you're going to want to do to resolve anything is you're going to want to go turn off the breaker. Yeah. Turn it back on, let the spa reset itself, and then test again. So try the pumps out again. At that moment, if you're hitting the pump button and it seems to want to turn on but nothing's happening in the spa, you're going to want to come and look at the actual spa pack.
Okay.
A lot of customers are going to have the reflex to make a service call right away. The good news is there's a few things you can do yourself at home before you get to the point where you have to get a technician to come over. This is what we're going to look at today.
You're going to save a little bit of time by trying it to do it yourself.
Exactly. So this spa pack here is the InXE from Gecko.
Yeah.
You can recognize it because it's got all the plugs on the outside, and it's got all these colorful colors identifying the different pumps. The two big plugs here are going to be your pumps, and what we're going to want to look at first is the fuses. Okay. Each pump has a fuse, and the fuses are actually behind this little door over here. Before we open the door and play in anything of the pack, it's really important that we turn off the breaker anytime we're playing with it, and then when we test it, we'll turn it back on, and then if we have to go again inside, we're going to turn it back off.
It's the safest way to do it.
Exactly. So like I said, behind this little door are the fuses. There's two pumps on this pack, and these two first fuses would be those pumps, and we're going to want to check whether or not one of these fuses are actually blown.
Okay. So right now we're not playing in this. Looks a little bit intimidating, but
exactly.
We're going
to be going with the wires. In this case. We're not going to be touching the fuses.
Perfect.
So I'll close this back up.
Yeah.
So all the wires are color coded, and on the actual wire there's a little clip, and the clip doesn't allow you to plug it into the wrong plug, but you can actually pull the little clips off.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is just an example. So we're going to go to the two pumps that are over here. These are the bigger ones. If you're hitting the pump one button and it's not turning on, and you think there's a fuse issue, you're going to want to come to P1 over here, and you're going to be able to pull out the plug. I took the little colorful clips off ahead just to be able to check it out, and you're going to want to switch pump 2 to pump 1 and pump 1 to pump 2. That way, when you go to turn on the pump 1 button, it's now going to try and actually turn on pump 2, which was functioning in the first place.
Yeah.
If the pump still doesn't work, so pump 2 doesn't turn on at this point, you know it's the fuse because it was just working. And then you can test pump 2, which then if that turns on pump 1 in this case, then you know pump 2's fuse is good and pump 1 is actually functioning.
Yes. What if none of this is working?
Well, at that point, if none of it's working, you may have more of an issue with the pack or the actual pump itself. So you're going to want to refer to either the error codes that you're going to see on the keyboard, or you may want to have a service call placed.
And then when you have to play in that a little bit, change the fuses, what do you do?
Yeah, so if you do identify it's one of the fuses, the good news is that you can purchase these fuses in any of our stores for just a few dollars. It's always good to have some in backup as well, just in case. You're going to, again, make sure the electricity is off on the spa. You're going to come into here, and you're going to be able to identify the actual pumps. So they have F1, F2, F3, which refers to the pumps.
Very simple.
You're going to take simple, most pliers. You're going to want to pull. It's a fiberglass fuse, so it's actually pretty sturdy. And you're just going to pull it out, take a new one, put it in, close everything up, turn the breaker back on, and start over on your testing.
And now that everything is working, you'll be able to get that little soft massage you were waiting for and enjoy your spa for a very long time.